They talking about making industry music. They want me to count to y'all, but they ain't gonna count to y'all.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season between the Cleveland Browns and the Los Angeles Rams. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford,
and that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
You definitely would like to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chuck.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Second down and 8. Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
On first down, Lawrence.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw deep right side.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Again, it's Lawrence. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Now Lawrence. Going out wide, finds Chubb.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Pitch and catch there good for 13. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 27-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Now Lawrence.
Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down. And this one is right through. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
At their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on 2nd down, Stafford. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now a play fake and it's Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll make it a 2nd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Throwing is Stafford. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. Touchdown! Cam Akers from 3 yards out. And the Rams have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Here's Lawrence to throw. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack.
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Allen! Odell Beckham, 35 yards. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. Broken tackle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Check 26, check 26.
Here's Akers.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Stafford now to throw.
He'll dump this off to Akers.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for an LA Rams.
Stafford on first down.
He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Off of play action. Here's Stafford.
That's into the hands of Jacob Harris.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 20-yard line. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now Stafford. This is caught. Touchdown, Rams. Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford.
And the Rams are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Again, this is Chubb.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
1st down, Browns.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. They go play action now. Lawrence.
Flush to his right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Lawrence will throw. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Lawrence.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 15-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
Here's Lawrence.
His throw caught at about the 5. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
But to throw again is Lawrence.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Touchdown, Browns!
Donovan Peoples-Jones.
As the 1st half is winding down.
And the Browns are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the 1st half.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this is taken in at the 5. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Yeah, he's got it. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The final shot before the break, Stafford. And now look at him go. He's at the 50, 30, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards one. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
Point after, right down the middle, and the lead is down to 4. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taken at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Browns drive about to get started. Now they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most...
Oh, he sheds himself free. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the pick 6, and they had
decent field position and throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
A gain of 9 now brings out 3rd and 3.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And he's got his target, Harris. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off near the 26. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them. I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Set 70, Indy. Yeah. Hey, faster.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Lawrence. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Rams 28, Browns 17.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They go play action with Lawrence. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Now, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Akers. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So that, maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence. He's going to try and go deep again. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Now Lawrence. Flushed out right. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 49. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
At the Browns' 22-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Play action. Stafford. And that would get a wide-up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. The Rams on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. DJ Chark, 22 yards. And the Rams are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And got his man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Extra point attempt to follow here. Will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Rams 38, Browns 24. Jack Fox.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Here's Stafford. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
On first down, Akers. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. A big pickup there on the run.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Akers. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Throwing here, Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
A gain of 6 on the play. It's now 4th down and 1.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Stafford going to throw it. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
Powerful running. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for Los Angeles, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indy.
I shall come forth as pure gold. Have you been tried in the fire? Have you been tried in the fire? Well, tell me, did you come through as pure gold?